children. In last class we learned lesson number 6, the eyes are not here, first part, written by Ruskin Bond. In this first part I explained you that there was a young man in a train compartment, and one up to Rohana place he was alone in that compartment. When Rohana came, that one girl entered that compartment and with her parents, and they gave so many instructions to her, and they kept her luggage there, and they get down from the train, and the train went off from that station. And afterwards what happened, children, that he sat in his berth, and he was actually in a darker side of the berth he sat, and that lady entered the compartment, that girl entered the compartment, and what happened here, she didn't observe that person, and immediately he asked a question, are you going to Dehra? Means she became very much shocked with that question, because she don't know that one more person is there in that compartment. And what happened here, children, afterwards she recovered herself and said, no, I am going to Saharanpur. Then she told that my aunt will come to pick me. And what happened here, children, actually that person, that young man, he was actually blind, and he was playing with that all the co-travelers, he was playing a game that he was not blind, he can see properly. This type he wants to show, because he was not ready to show his physical weakness to others. So here also he started to play a game with that girl, and he started to say about the Mussoorie, that how was the climate in Mussoorie, and how the flowers grown on the hills of the Mussoorie, and so covered with the snow, and all he explained. But it shows that actually that young man was not blind by birth. He saw afterwards, maybe due to some accident, he may lost his eyesight, but before that he had eyesight, and he saw Mussoorie when he had a good sight. And he explained how the beauty of the Mussoorie, he explained to that girl. But she said, you are very lucky, but you are going to Mussoorie, means that is one of the beautiful place, hill station. And what happened is, children, afterwards what happened, that she wants to know more about Dehra and wild animals of Dehra, and that she asked to this young man, did you see any animals in Dehra forest, or in Dehra forest the animals are remained there? This question she asked to that young man. And what happened, children, that immediately he became silent, because if she asked more question, means he may otherwise he may recognize that he is blind, means his game will finish that time only. So he became silent, and she also became silent. In first part I explained all this in the lesson, the eyes are not here, written by Ruskin Bond. Today I am going to explain you part 2 of this lesson, page number 3. You have an interesting face. I remarked. I was becoming quite daring, but it was a safe remark. Few girls can resist flattery. So here what happened? A few minutes he sat silent. Afterwards he started to talk with that girl, and he said one word, that you have an interesting face, because he was not ready to show her that he is a blind person. So he said one sentence, that you have an interesting face, because girls always, you know that very well, that girls likes the praising of them. So what he did is simply one sentence said that you have an interesting face, because he is blind, he can't say that you have a pretty face or beautiful face. He can't say whether she is beautiful or ugly, he don't know. Interesting face means no problem, she may be beautiful or she may be ugly. So he said one word, interesting face, to her. You have an interesting face, I remarked. That narrator remarked that you have an interesting face. Instead of telling pretty or beautiful, he said interesting face to her. And that what happened, he taken more, he wants to it is a safer side of remark, because if that girl is ugly, if he said beautiful means she will become angry on him, or she may be beauty, whatever it may be, he don't know. So it is safer side of remark he did, that he have interesting face. Few girls can resist flattery. Flattery means too much praising. Flattery means too much praising. That he know that few girls, they like that others should praise them about their beauty, about their knowledge. Some girls, they were expecting that one from others. So simply on safer side remark, he said that you have an interesting face. She laughed pleasantly, a clear running laugh. See what happened? She started to laugh loudly. That pleasantly, she became very happy, and she started to laugh loudly. It's nice to be told I have an interesting face. I am tired of people telling me I have a pretty face. So what she said for that comment of the narrator, she replied that, oh, it's nice to listen. What you told, no, that interesting face, it's very nice to listen, because all are telling me that you have a pretty face. You have a pretty face, a beautiful face. You have this type of remark I got from so many people. But now you did remark, no, that I have an interesting face. That's very nice to listen. Oh, so you do have pretty face, thought I, and aloud I said, well, an interesting face can also be pretty. He changed his sentence. That when she said, oh, it's nice to listen, you told I have an interesting face, but people are telling me that I have pretty face. Then he started to think that, oh, she may be beautiful. Now, that time what he did, he changed his sentence and said, interesting face always be pretty face. He changed his sentence because he understood that girl is a beautiful one. With her sentence, he understood that girl is beautiful, and he immediately changed his sentence and said, interesting girls always pretty had a pretty face. Interesting face, girls always be pretty one. You are a very gallant young man, she said. Gallant means brave. Because in front of girls, this type of to give remark means he should be brave one. Then it's not possible to everyone to say their remarks or comments in front of girls. On their faces only no one can tell. But this young man, he said directly to her, no. So she said, oh, you are very gallant man, means very brave man. She said, but why are you so serious? I thought then that I would try to laugh for her, but the thought of laughter only made me feel troubled and lonely. She said, oh, you are a very brave person. But there was no expression from narrator's side. He was silent and serious. So she asked, why you are so serious? Why can't you laugh? Why can't you enjoy? This step she asked the question to that narrator. And he started to think that, oh, now I have to laugh to her words. But he was not ready to laugh, because afterwards, if she get down from the train in her station, means he will again become alone and he will feel bad. So he wants to be serious. But she asked, why you are so serious? We will be at your station, I said. Thank you goodness, it's a short journey. I can't bear a sit in a train for more than 2 or 3 hours. What happened here? That your station may come now, it seems that man said, and she also replied that, oh, it's very nice. I can't sit more than 2-3 hours in train. It's very it's troubling to me. So it's very nice my station came, it seems that girl said. Yet I was prepared to sit there for almost any length of time just to listen to her talking. That he was ready to listen her voice and he wants to talk with her. Because she was a good co-traveler to him, and she had not understood he was blind, so he wants to talk with her and he wants to stay so much time he wants to spend with her. Her voice had the sparkle of mountain streams. Streams means that water, small river that will come from the mountain to downwards, no? Such a type of a voice she had, that how the noise will come slowly, very neatly, no? That type of good voice she had. As soon as she left the train, she would forget our brief encounter, but it would stay with me for the rest of journey and for some time after. That when she will go down from the train, when her station will come, she will go and she will forget me. But I will remember her. After continuation of the journey, I will remember her, and after few days also, after few time also, I am remembering her. The engine's whistle shrieked, the carriage wheels changed their sound and rhythm. That when station comes, no, the train will become slow. Slowly it will starts to become slow, and the engine sound also becoming less, and wheel will starts to stop in the station. The girl got up and began to collect her things. I wonder if she wore her hair in a bun, or it was plaited, or if it hung loose over her shoulders, or if it is very short. See how curious he is, that he wants to know that where her hair, how was her hair. She maybe made a bun or plaited that one, or she left that hair up to shoulders, or she had a short cut. This type he started to think about that girl, because he was very curious to know about her hair. The train drove slowly into the station. Outside there was the shouting of porters and vendors, and a high-pitched female voice near the carriage door, which must have belonged to the girl's aunt. That in station came means, see, so many people they want to sell their things to others, and porters they want to collect the luggages. And one more woman, that lady, she was shouting loudly. She maybe belongs to this girl. That she told, no, aunt will coming and picking me. So he thought that that woman voice may be the relatives of that girl, that aunt of that girl. Goodbye, said the girl. Girl said goodbye to this young man. She was standing very close to me, so close that the perfume from her was tantalizing. That what happened here, children? That smell, that whatever perfume she put, no, for that smell, that shampoo smell from her hair, she came very near to that young man, and she said goodbye, and she was very near, and that shampoo smell, that perfume smell was coming from her to this man. I wanted to raise my hand and to touch her hair, but she moved away, and only the perfume still lingered where she had stood. Lingered means remained. What happened here? Her station came, and she collected her luggage, and she came very near to that young man and said goodbye. But that smell of her hair, that perfume smell coming from her hair, no? Actually he wants to touch her hair, but she went off from that place already. And as she went off means also that perfume smell remained in that compartment. You may break, you may shatter the vase if you will, but the scent of the roses will linger there still. That, see, she went off from that place. Shatters means she went off from that place, and still her perfume smell is there in that compartment. That perfume smell remained in that compartment. If she went off also, the smell is there in the compartment. There was some confusion in the doorway. A man getting into the compartment stammered an apology. Stammered means said something. That he said something as apology. And when she is going down from the train, something happened in that door, compartment door. Because she wants to get down, and one man, he wants to come inside. Maybe he may give dash to her, and he said sorry to her, and he came inside the compartment where the young man was. Then the door banged shut, and the world was shut out again. That door was shut, and the train started to move, and that girl went off from the compartment, and one more man entered the compartment, and his imagination also shut down. I returned to my berth. The guard blew his whistle and we moved off. Once again I had a game to play with a new fellow traveler. That he played a game with that girl. That he was not ready to show he is a blind person. And he started to play the game with that girl and she not recognized that he is a blind person. But again newcomer entered the compartment. Again he has to start his game. That new game he has to start that he was not blind. It seems he wants to show the co-travelers and that new man entered the compartment. The train gathered speed, the wheels took up their song, the carriage groaned and shook. I found the window and sat in front of it, starting into the daylight that was darkness for me. That what happened, children? That when she went off from the train, no, he felt very bad. But because she was a good companion for him to talk in the journey, and she went off. After when she went off, no, that one more person entered the compartment, and the train started to move fast. Very fast it started to move, and the compartment started to shaking. That compartment started to shake, and he went and sat in front of his window. So many things happening outside the window. It could be a fascinating game, guessing what went out of there. That he started to guess again what is going there. Because he is blind, he can't see, but he started to imagine whatever the movements are going outside the window. And the man who had entered the compartment broke into my reverie. Reverie means daydream. Reverie means daydream. That the person who entered the compartment, no, he started to talk with this young man, and he broke his daydream. That he was dreaming that whatever is going, he was started to guess, no, that person when he started to talk, that he broke the daydream of this young man. You must be disappointed, he said. I am sorry, I am not as attractive as a traveling companion as the one who just left. That person said that you may be disappointed with me because I am not so attractive and beautiful that I can't give so much good company to you. That one girl, she went off. No, I am not such a beautiful or attractive one, and I am not so much good companion or co-traveler to you. This type that person said to this young man. She was an interesting girl, I said. That again he said that because he can't say she is a beautiful girl because he don't know whether she is beautiful or not. He said again the same sentence that she was an interesting girl. Can you tell me, did she keep her hair long or short? See, again he said that how was her hair? Whether she plaited or she left her hair, or whether hair are very long or short, he wants to know that one. So he asked a question to that traveler. I don't remember, he said, sounding puzzled. That he was little bit confused. No, I didn't see her hair. What he saw here, see, it was her eyes I noticed. That he said, he noticed her eyes, not her hair. She had beautiful eyes. He said, that girl had beautiful eyes. I observed her eyes, not hair. She had a beautiful eyes, but they were of no use to her. He said again, one more sentence he added, that girl had a beautiful eyes, but no use to her. She was completely blind. See, children, she also played a good game with this young man. She was also blind, but she was also not ready to show that she was a blind girl. She also played a good game. Didn't you notice? He asked again. Didn't you notice that girl? She is blind one. And her eyes are beautiful, but she had no good sight. She is blind one. This time, don't you notice? He asked a question to this young man because he also don't know that the young man is a blind one. So what happened here, children? That actually this young man, he wants to play a game with that girl that he was not blind. But she also played very good game with the intelligent game with this young man. That she also not explained or she also not said that she is also blind. So See what happens here, children, that actually he wants to play a game with her, but she only played game with this young man. So she was also blind and he was also blind, but he is also not ready to tell that he is a blind person, and she also didn't tell that one, and she went off from that compartment when her station came. So this is the lesson written by Ruskin Bond. So I think, children, you have understood the lesson. Read once again. Full lesson you have to read, because that here dialogues will come, and in exams reference to the context, that they will pick from these dialogues only, and they will give you to write the context. You have to write for that. So it's better to read. You have to cultivate the habit of reading the lesson line by line, and then only you are able to write the answers in examination. So be ready to read the lesson and understand the lesson. Okay? Thank you.